Hi, I'm Nikki Devitt. Welcome to the Thriving Petoskey Community Video Series. Thriving Petoskey is a concept that we have embraced since 2017. Sometimes it's a little hard to explain, or sometimes it's harder to put it into the context of our small businesses in our area. So we want to give you an opportunity to meet local businesses and hear about what they're doing on a great level that can be replicated in your business. We have a wonderful sponsor, and that is Harbor Bren Insurance Agencies, and we're going to give them a moment to say hello, and then we'll be back with our series of video interviews about all the things Thriving Petoskey. Hi, I'm Nikki Devitt, President of the Petoskey Regional Chamber of Commerce, and this is the Thriving Petoskey Community Series. Now I am joined by Ben Slocum, co-owner of Beard's Brewery. Hi Ben, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. We're going to talk to you about community as one of our thriving pillars. Can you tell me a little bit about your community outreach involvement program?
So over the 10 years we've been in business, we've tried to do a lot throughout the community, both as a business and personally. Personally, I sit on a bunch of different boards and commissions and work with different agencies as a first responder. As a business, we've donated time, donated product, but usually donate a check, cut a check when somebody requests. We decided to create more of a full-fledged program to try to have more impact within our community. And so this year, we rolled out a new community outreach program where essentially the year's broken into 4 quarters. Each quarter, our team gets to vote as a whole on a theme. Theme could be something like elderly, environment, disability, housing. Once the team votes on a theme, we pick a community partner, somebody who we can raise some awareness through our marketing efforts, because we reach a specific demographic that not all nonprofits do. We have a community outreach tab where a portion of proceeds are donated to that organization. And then we do volunteering efforts where we encourage our team to volunteer for these organizations, and we do so by offering them up to 8 hours of paid volunteering work per year. And then we also tell our team, if it made an impact on you and you want to donate those hours back to the organization, we will match your pay dollar for dollar back. So then it ends up giving the organization awareness, funding, and hands on the ground to kind of help with their mission.
Excellent. Okay, so creating this program was part of the year-round nature of the community and the year-round nature of your business in a resort industry, and creating that program was about investing your employees. So what do you want to, when you say you look forward, what do you look forward in the program achieving for not only the community as a whole, but for your employees?
For the community, we're hoping to bring awareness to we essentially have 3 major types of stakeholders, I think, in the area. We have the residents who are here year-round, tourists, which are usually in for maybe up to a week, blow in, blow out, and then we have resorters who tend to be here for several months at a time, up to about half a year. And our goal is to bring awareness to the tourists who come through our business that this is a community that people live in year-round. We are not just a playground for people to come in to use and take away from. We're something that we need to kind of make a positive impact in and invest in for long-term sustainability. And then for resorters, it's the same thing. It's reinvesting their mindset in what they view as a second home. For our team, what we like to do, in the hospitality industry, we get a lot of younger folks, we get a lot of transient folks in the industry as a whole. And we want them to see that there is a broader world outside of just getting that paycheck. We're not just a job, we can be a career. We can be an organization that cares about our community, that cares about making a positive impact, and something that we can show them that we share values that we hope that they have, these community-minded visions. And then hopefully they take that to heart and see us as a more viable place to work. So it ends up becoming more sustainable in a lot of different fashions.
And so with that employee front, how do you feel that this community outreach involvement program has affected employee relations? What's the feedback?
The feedback's been pretty positive. Our teams like being able to help pick the theme, because it shows that we take their interests to heart. And then the volunteering efforts, we understand peak summer is busy, people don't necessarily have time. Peak winter, though, is when a lot of them are financially stressed. I mean, it is the slower time of year, and we try to be the best and most viable year-round employer we can, but we do understand some people take that time to rest a bit. So with the paid volunteering effort, it's an ability for them to have another thing to have a little cash in the winter, especially with economic concerns right now. But what we ended up finding was, out of the 53 hours volunteered in Q1, 51 of those were donated back to the organization. So I think that made a very big positive impact. And our team is now starting to really get into asking what the next quarter is, who the partner is, what the volunteering effort is, and it seems to be making an impact that there's greater need in our community. We all have our own needs, we all have our own trials and tribulations and things we've got to work on, but it is nice to be able to put a little aside when you have that to help somebody else.
And so from that community stand front, and what impact do you want? What are your goals to have on the community in the next few years with this type of program?
So we've always done a lot in the community, but I think with a systemic approach, we can make a bigger impact. We can bring more awareness to organizations that might not be on people's radar. We can bring more funding to them than just a silent auction donation or a check here or there for whatever minor request they have. And we can bring them boots on the ground to help with, I think as employers, we know labor and hours are hard to get a hold of, and as in charities and nonprofits as well, volunteerism is pretty much down across the US if you look at stats. The local is absolutely no exception to that, and we might be even more stressed in this region. So being able to bring that, I think, is beneficial to them as well. Long term, I just like it to help show the community that we are Petoskey. We're born and raised here, we grew up here, we've made our business here for a reason, and we're not trying to cater to the tourists. We're trying to be the organization that's about local and about Petoskey. For our team, we're hoping that it shows them long term that we are an organization that has goals and values and are trying to make a positive impact in the world and make the whole area better as a whole. And for the organizations, clearly bringing them time and money.
Absolutely fantastic. It's a great program. Ben Slocum, co-owner Beard's Brewery, with the Community Outreach and Involvement Program. Thanks for joining us.